केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. This is the News Hour special edition this Saturday evening, and I'm Hina Gambhir. Viewers, tectonic movements in geography have the capability to destroy or rearrange the Earth's surface. In politics, they cause tremors, volcanic eruptions, and drifts. 7 members of Rajya Sabha, all from the Aam Aadmi Party, in a seemingly anti-defection law-defying move, joined the Bharatiya Janata Party yesterday. There is near unanimity among political pundits that the tremors in Rajya Sabha will threaten Aam Aadmi Party's Fort Punjab. Let me provide one striking data. It's a first of sorts in Rajya Sabha history. Punjab's ruling party, Aam Aadmi Party, with 92 MLAs in the assembly, has 1 Rajya Sabha member left from Punjab. The NDA, with 2 MLAs in Punjab Assembly, now will have 6. It's not a matter of numbers here, viewers, but electoral geography. Even Arvind Kejriwal underlined the splits Punjab connect. The Aam Aadmi Party convener posted on X, BJP ने फिर से पंजाबियों के साथ किया धक्का. He wanted to say धोखा, which simply means BJP has yet again betrayed the people of Punjab. So what is the Aam Aadmi Party's growing Waterloo in Punjab? The answer lies in the defections. Aam Aadmi Party claims the defectors are political lightweights who jumped the ship fearing ED and CBI. But political waters run deeper. The split has older origins. The defectors may not be mass leaders, but in Aam Aadmi Party structure in Punjab, they were the primary architects of the party's 2022 Punjab landslide. Sandeep Pathak, the ex-IIT Delhi professor, was Aam Aadmi Party's backroom mastermind. He drove the data-driven algorithms. He micromanaged campaigns, the booth-level volunteer networks, and the voter mood mapping system. Now, Aam Aadmi Party will enter the 2027 Punjab election without its key strategist. Then you've got Raghav Chadha. The blue-eyed boy of the High Command in 2022 polls emerged as a key manager. He had considerable say in ticket allocation, post-Punjab victory as chairman of the Punjab government's advisory committee. He was widely perceived as a super CM manning the governance and policies. After Aam Aadmi Party lost Delhi, Manish Sisodia was sent to manage Punjab. Pathak was removed as Punjab in charge. Recently, Chadha was stripped of deputy leader of Rajya Sabha post. Their political clout was curtailed. Now, Aam Aadmi Party leadership is worried, as nearly 50% of Aam Aadmi Party MLAs in Punjab owe their candidature to either of the two names that I just now highlighted. Then there is discontent among a large section of Aam Aadmi Party's Punjab MLAs over the dominance of Delhi leaders in local affairs. They've been quite unhappy over outsiders getting Rajya Sabha tickets, as per reports. Now, viewers, the split exposes another Aam Aadmi Party flaw. It's the absence of ideology and centralization around Kejriwal. The latest and past defections target Kejriwal's leadership. 2014, remember Shazia Ilmi and Yogendra Yadav, they left. What was the reason? Lack of inner democracy and drift from values. 2015, Prashant Bhushan and Anjali Damania left Aam Aadmi Party. Reason? Zero transparency. 2017, Kapil Mishra left, claiming there was corruption. 2018, Alka Lamba left. 2025, Kailash Gehlot left with 8 leaders. Now, the BJP knows Kejriwal is the heart of Aam Aadmi Party. To bring down the one-time Aam Aadmi turned corruption crusader turned politician, it is attacking where it hurts the most. Now, the liquor scam hasn't gone away either. The palatial chief ministerial Sheesh Mahal home charge is being revived. A new controversy has erupted just hours after the defections. It's being called the Sheesh Mahal 2 controversy. Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister Parvesh Verma called the Aam Aadmi Party the Alishan Aadmi Party. Recently, Kejriwal shifted to a new Type 7 government bungalow at 95 Lodi Estate. Verma called Kejriwal Delhi's Rahman Dakat for living lavishly in his new bungalow. He shared images of the Sarkari bungalow turned palace. Former Delhi CM Atishi and AAP leader Sanjay Singh promptly pointed out that the pictures were not authentic, were actually taken from Pinterest. Now, BJP clarified the images were proposed designs, not actual photographs. Listen in to the war of words.
जब केजरीवाल जी चुनाव हारे तो दिल्ली की जनता के सामने एक बहुत बड़ा सवाल आया कि केजरीवाल जी है कहां पर। केजरीवाल जी गायब हो गए। तब आज हमें समझ आया कि वो गायब नहीं थे, वो अपना शीश महल बना रहे थे, क्योंकि उनको पता था कि शीश महल में अब वो रह नहीं पाएंगे, अब उनको नया शीश महल बनाना था।
प्रवेश वर्मा के द्वारा जारी की गई सारी फोटो पूरी तरीके से फर्जी है। प्रवेश वर्मा और जो भी टीवी चैनल ऐसी झूठी तस्वीर को अपने चैनल पर प्रचारित करता है, प्रसारित करता है और केजरीवाल जी को बदनाम करने की कोशिश करता है, उनके खिलाफ मानहानि का केस किया जाएगा। ये बिल्कुल स्पष्ट करना चाहिए।
ये वहां के प्रपोज्ड डिजाइन्स हैं, जैसा आप देख रहे हैं इन तस्वीरों से आपको साफ दिख रहा होगा। मैं पुनः कह रही हूं, ये प्रपोज्ड डिजाइन्स हैं।
ये पिंटरेस्ट पे लगी हुई पिक्चर्स ये प्रोजेक्ट किया गया कि ये अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के घर की फोटोज हैं, जो सरासर सफेद झूठ है।
Now, viewers, the setbacks suffered have prompted huddles in the Aam Aadmi Party to work out a strategy. Late last night, after returning from a visit to Gujarat, senior party leader Manish Sisodia met Arvind Kejriwal at his residence. So tonight we ask, how real is the threat to Aam Aadmi Party's Punjab bastion? Does the Aam Aadmi Party possess the organizational strength to stem the drift? Is it time for Aam Aadmi Party to grow from a one-man show to a party with a structure? And joining us on this debate this evening are my guests. We have Vivek Srivastava, who is a political analyst, joining me here in the studio. We have with us Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Tushar Gupta, political analyst, Nikhil Jain, who is a political analyst as well, and Advocate Vandana Sinha, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. Advocate Vandana Sinha, I want to begin this discussion with you. How real is the threat to Aam Aadmi Party's Punjab bastion after what we saw yesterday?
Good evening to everyone. So, I don't know why the people are creating this much of hype, because I don't think this has happened first time ever in India. Because if I will give you a list of the people, those who have left BJP also, there is a long list. So it's better not to discuss. So, because if Raghav Chadha left the party, so there is maybe it's a setback, but it's not like it's irreparable, because Aam Aadmi Party always given a chance to the youth. So nowadays in Gujarat, in Punjab, you see lots of new youth has been joining us. So Aam Aadmi Party, that Raghav Chadha left us, because for last 1 year, Raghav Chadha is not a leader of ground. Raghav Chadha is a leader of Instagram. He was a real leader. So because he was not working for the purpose for what he was elected as a Rajya Sabha member. So if he was removed as a deputy leader from Aam Aadmi Party, is a counter blast. So if he was not that greedy, he has such a problem with Aam Aadmi Party, why he has shifted himself with the Rajya Sabha chair? He should have left it. Why he is being so greedy with us? Okay. So if he has such kind of dignity with him, he has this kind of hatred with the party, why he has betrayed with this position?
Okay.
He would have left it and should have shifted.
Okay.
So there might be so many things now. So it is just a hype. It's nothing else.
Okay.
There are many people like Raghav Chadha is already there in the party, those who are working in the ground.
Sanju Verma, then what does BJP really gain from what has happened yesterday? You heard what Advocate Vandana Sinha had to say. According to her, he's not really a leader of the ground. He's an Insta leader. So he won't really get you a lot in Punjab if that's the idea, because Aam Aadmi Party is saying that this is Operation Lotus. It's a conspiracy by the BJP ahead of crucial Punjab elections.
You know, Hina, let me make one thing very clear. If an incompetent Arvind Kejriwal could not hold his flock together, why blame the BJP? The other important point is this. It is not just Raghav Chadha who has left the Aam Aadmi Party. There are total of 7 MPs who've left their Rajya Sabha membership of the Aam Aadmi Party and are now bona fide members of the BJP, bona fide MPs of the BJP. The interesting bit to note is that out of these 7 MPs who've, called it quits with Aam Aadmi Party, 6 come from Punjab. 6 were Rajya Sabha members from Punjab, which means 86% of these 7 MPs who left are actually from Punjab. So does this affect Kejriwal's chances in Punjab? Oh yes. Does this improve Bharatiya Janata Party's tally in Rajya Sabha? Oh yes. Does it mean good optics for the BJP? Oh yes. Does it mean bad optics for Arvind Kejriwal? Oh yes. Does it mean that the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab is decimated by and large? Oh yes. But the moot point is this. I always say, when people abandon the Congress Party says, oh, Operation Lotus. We never told, a Hardik Patel that come and join us. He joined the BJP because he was fed up with Rahul Gandhi. We did not tell their spokesperson Jaiveer Shergill, you join us. He joined us because he again said the same thing. Rahul Gandhi is inaccessible. We did not tell Captain Amrinder Singh, join us. Captain Amrinder Singh said he's been a career congressman for 45 years. He said, I was fed up with Rahul Gandhi. And ditto is the case with Kejriwal, Hina, everybody who left Kejriwal. Just 10 seconds. Beat Kumar Vishwas, Yogendra Yadav, Prashant Bhushan, Kapil Mishra, Shazia Ilmi, so on and so forth. They've all used one term for Kejriwal. Authoritarian. Kejriwal ke liye my way or the highway is what governance is all about. And you know what this AAP spokespersons keep saying, oh, BJP dar gayi. Bhai, kya dar gayi? Kejriwal was booted out. He lost his own seat as MLA.
Got the point. Your 10 seconds are over now. Sanju, let others also come into this debate. Vivek Srivastava, politics is clearly not for charity.
Yes.
It is, it is a field wherein people invest, they give their time, and they of course expect some kind of a reward in return.
Yes.
So do you think Raghav and Pathak were feeling that perhaps for them, their growth has got a ceiling now because they did help the Aam Aadmi Party tremendously in Punjab?
It's about morality, it's about the ideology, it is about what you think politics is all about, and you cannot change it like this. I mean, Sanju Verma represents the BJP, believes in the Sangh, believes in the ideology of Hindutva. Now, if Sanju Verma doesn't go along with the seniors for some reason, at least ideological honesty तो रखेंगी ना. ये तो नहीं कि कल वो कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी या कांग्रेस में आ जाएंगी. क्या इसको justify करेंगे ये? I mean, the BJP is no longer a washing machine. I said it yesterday. It's a dhobi ghat. It's a dhobi ghat. You just come over there, get beaten. Exactly like a dhobi ghat. आ जाओ. ED, CBI. अब चुड़ोगे बीजेपी से या नहीं? And everybody fourth hand से साहब हम आ रहे हैं. इनसे पूछिए संजू वर्मा से. What happened that a member Rajya Sabha of the Aam Aadmi Party had a raid by the ED 3 days back and he was forced to join. Earlier we know, when we were talking of electoral bonds, there were companies, the ED was going, they were harassing the businessmen. और 5 दिन के बाद electoral bonds are flowing into the coffers of the BJP. When you start harassing people, this is what happens. See, in this country, we are not when the founding fathers of this nation, when we got independence and the constitution was being formed, we could have been a two-party system, very much like what is there in America and London, more or less, or we could have had some other system. But many other independent, smaller regional aspirations were also allowed by the founding fathers, so that there may not be a monopoly if one big national party is not able to cater to it. आप destroy कर रहे हैं उसको.
चलिए, आपने कहा कि बीजेपी वॉशिंग मशीन अभी नहीं रह के धोबी घाट बन चुकी है, तो मैं थोड़े एग्जांपल्स देती हूँ. मैंने इंट्रो में भी दिए थे. अगर हम ऐसे नेताओं की बात करें who left Aam Aadmi Party because of ideological issues, because they did not really feel that what the party stood for is actually following it. You've got Shazia Ilmi, she joined the BJP, but then what about Yogendra Yadav? What about Prashant Bhushan? What about Anjali Damania? What about Alka Lamba? What about, other such leaders who also left the Aam Aadmi Party? और आप कौन सी morality की बात कर रहे हैं? Kejriwal used to abuse Congress Party's first family members repeatedly, and yet he became a partner of the Congress Party in the INDIA bloc.
Right, absolutely. You are absolutely on the dot, but here the issue is different. Here the issue is that there is a party which by chance in 2014 became a huge party. For the first time in the history of this country, the BJP has come to power with a big mandate, and now you are just trying to bully, divide, harass.
मैं कहना नहीं चाहती हूँ, लेकिन
harassment by the national party.
एक रियलिटी शो में एक डायलॉग बड़ा वायरल हुआ था, वो मुझे याद आ रहा है आपके इस एग्जाम्पल को सुन के. मैं कहूंगी नहीं, आई थिंक जिनको समझना है वो समझ गए हैं. तो आप दो सेम सिचुएशन को अलग तरीके से देख रहे हैं. Anyways, I want to go across to Nikhil as well. Nikhil, Congress netas openly are saying that at least 50 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs from Punjab are on BJP's radar. What does it mean for the Congress party? Do you think if we do see a defection of Congress, Aam Aadmi Party MLAs from Punjab, it could benefit the Congress party and its prospects in Punjab?
So there are two things here. One, the way the Aam Aadmi Party functions, and two, the way the BJP functions. Now, Aam Aadmi Party, I think we've all seen and known over the years that they came out in a movement that was supposedly anti-government, that was not supposedly political, that was not supposedly backed by the RSS. They wanted to be the party of the common man, but they ended up being an autocratic structure where one man's words reign supreme, and that is Arvind Kejriwal. And obviously, his style of leadership has caused a lot of troubles with a lot of founding members of the Aam Aadmi Party, and later on people who went on to take senior positions, many people like Raghav Chadda and people like Sandeep Patil. But at the same time, let's not look away from what the BJP is doing. Sanju Verma comes here and says that if the AP could not hold his flock together, why do you blame the BJP? It is basically a thief saying that I did chori in your house, why were you not careful? Madam, chori to aapne hi kara hai na. You are the ones who are sending the ED to the doorsteps of a person who's been made a deputy leader for a political party in the Rajya Sabha, and 2 weeks later you have the same person joining your political party. You are the ones who are sending these agencies. You are the ones who are offering these supposedly offering these financial inducements. Yeah. So you cannot shift away the blame. And a very important point has been made by Vivek Srivastava earlier, that there are people who have disagreements with their party leadership. You have a Kapil Sibal leaving the Congress party, but the Kapil Sibal still stands to ground when it comes to opposing Modi and his fascist ideology. You had Yogendra Yadav leaving the Aam Aadmi Party, but again, he still stands with the ideology that he's always worked with. And even in the BJP, let me commend Mr. Raman Malik and Surya Mehta, who sat with us many times as BJP spokespersons. Today they sit as political analysts. They've not jumped ship to the opposing political ideology. That is how honest politics has to be.
This is exactly, what I was also trying to say, what you have said, Nikhil, right now. Sanju Verma wants to respond, and then I'll go across to Tushar Gupta. Quick rebuttal, please, very quickly.
Nikhil Jain seems to be far removed from ground reality. In politics, it is very important to be ambitious. In politics, it is very important to be in power, because if you're not ambitious, if you're not in power, then you are not going to bring about the change that you so desperately want to. Yes, BJP was limited to 2 seats decades back, and today BJP is in power geographically in more than 73% of Indian territory. And I say this is a great moment. There's nothing to be embarrassed about it. And I just want to remind Nikhil, you are somebody who's giving BJP lectures on morality. The Congress party contests with the left in Bengal, and the Congress party, contests against the left in Kerala. आपकी morality तब कहाँ जाती है भाई?
तुषार, now चोरी की बहुत बात हुई है शो में, so I want to ask you कि ये क्लासिक चोरी तो नहीं दिख रही है, क्योंकि यहाँ तो जो ज्वेलरी है, जेवरात है, इंपॉर्टेंट लीडर्स हैं आम आदमी पार्टी के पंजाब में खास करके, वो खुद चल के गए हैं बीजेपी के पास.
No, that's the interesting part. Nikhil Jain of the Congress compares furniture and jewelry in a household with living humans. That is why the Congress itself has been reduced to a furniture in the indie bloc. They have a conflict with the DMK, they have a conflict with the TMC. No one takes Congress seriously. He is accusing the BJP of sending ED. It was the Congress who filed a complaint in the liquor scam in Delhi. It wasn't the BJP. It was the Congress. But I'm not really worried about the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. These both parties do not have any self-respect. If they want to call BJP a washing machine, Aam Aadmi Party is a detergent powder. जिस पार्टी को इन्होंने गालियां दी हैं, उन पार्टियों के साथ जाके खड़े हुए हैं. Their entire premise, their entire existence was based on abusing the Congress. In 2013, they went with the Congress. Even today, they are part of the indie bloc. Let's be very real. The way the Aam Aadmi Party conducted itself in 2020, 2021, fighting against the BJP on the issue of farmer interest and fighting even against the Congress in Punjab, They came with a promise that we are going to change the economy of Punjab. What have they done in the last 4 years? Absolutely nothing. Whatever campaign they ran against the BJP and Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2021, was it immoral? Was it legitimate?
Okay.
So today the Aam Aadmi Party has no right to ask any questions.
It is about Aam Aadmi Party.
It is not about the character. No, sorry. It is about defections. You stick to defections. Do you support ED raids? Do you support ED raids against Mr. Mittal? And in 3 days it switches over? Do you support this bulldozing?
Schedule 4.2.
Yeah,
Schedule 4.2.
No, sorry. You are forcing people to break parties and join you.
No, in that case, by that logic, Vivek Srivastava, Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, Satyendra Jain should have also gone to the other side. Why did they not go? Because they believe in their political party. 1 second. Because they believe in the political party that they've created. Others feel something is amiss.
They're cowards. Traitors.
Okay.
They don't want to stick. They don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to struggle. Their leader, Arvind Kejriwal, was in jail.
Vandana Sinha,
and they were roaming around in London.
Advocate Vandana Sinha, if we look at the history, most of the leaders who have left the Aam Aadmi Party have cited two key reasons: lack of democracy and transparency. Do you think it is time now for the Aam Aadmi Party to also perhaps introspect and not become like, say, the Congress Party that always rushes to blame the BJP instead of looking within whenever we have seen exit of a crucial leader from the grand old party in the past?
So at the same time, the BJP also has a long history of poaching the MLAs or MPs. So if you talk about the Raghav Chadda shifting the parties, we should talk about, as he rightly stated, we should talk about the Sanjay Singh and Manish Sisodia. Despite being in jail for 2 years, he is still with the party and party's ideology. So for Raghav Chadda and other MPs, might be that politics is not about the ideology, the politics is for power and convenience. And secondly, let me tell you, party started with an ideology. We all stick to it. Manish Sisodia, we have number.
But then the question, Advocate Vandana Sinha, will be: why was the Rajya Sabha ticket given to Mr. Mittal and not to a grassroots worker in Aam Aadmi Party, somebody who's worked really hard?
So we have example of Swati Maliwal and Raghav Chadda and Sanjay Singh also. Why we are not taking the example?
No, we've taken all the examples, but I'm also asking you about Mr. Mittal. Tushar wants to come in.
No, this Aam Aadmi Party fellows today outside the house of Harbhajan Singh are writing Gaddar. These people outside the house of Harbhajan Singh, a decorated cricketer who in 2001 took a hat-trick against the mighty Australians. These Aam Aadmi Party fellows will tell who a traitor is, and Vivek Srivastava sitting here, these communists, these traitors want India to give up its nuclear arsenal. He'll lecture people about national interest. The party
it's my request, please do not indulge in any kind of personal attacks. We are discussing something very interesting today, so let's remain civil. That's my humble request. Tushar, go ahead.
No, see, again, my interest was that the Aam Aadmi Party yesterday wasn't worried about the 7 Rajya Sabha MPs. They were worried about the stability of the Punjab government. Immediately, all their briefings, all their press releases were about the stability of the Punjab government and the upcoming elections. Somewhere, the Aam Aadmi Party also knows they have not served the people of Punjab well. Congress, for all its faults, also is making certain inroads in Punjab. And BJP, interestingly, had an 18% vote share, greater than the Akalis of 13% in 2024. BJP always played a second fiddle to the Akalis, but now the political dynamics of Punjab are changing, and this is what Aam Aadmi Party is worried about.
Advocate Nikhil Jain, last question. Do you think AAP today is suffering because, it became a party but did not really get an ideology or a proper structure?
Absolutely, Hina. It became a party out of a movement which wanted things that were never implemented, but that same movement never bothered to question the government. Why was the Lokpal never implemented? What happened to bringing in all the black money? What happened to the rising inflation? They never questioned on the things that they fought for. They don't have an ideology. Nobody can answer whether Aam Aadmi Party's economic ideology is left-wing or right-wing, whether their social ideology is left-wing or right-wing. What do they stand for? Do they stand for secularism? Do they stand for Hindutva? They do not have any political ideology. So the kind of glue that holds together people like Kapil Sibal within the Congress ecosystem or people like Subramaniam Swamy within the BJP ecosystem, that simply does not exist with the Aam Aadmi Party. And one more thing, since a personal comment was made on me by Tushar, he has this knack of trivializing anything. When I say that, when I gave that example of a chori being done, he says that I'm comparing living human beings to furniture. I really don't understand. Does he not understand figures of speech? Is he really that daft, or is he just pretending to be that? Because Sanju Verma also called them flock. She was comparing them to livestock, but I know she wasn't. She was using a figure of speech, as was I, so I don't understand the kind of arguments that Tushar makes here.
Chaliye, okay. Quick rebuttal, 10 seconds only, Tushar, because he took your name. Just 10 seconds, please.
Nikhil Jain is a crying baby. I'll just ignore what he said. He's a crying baby. That's about it.
I mean, come on, gentlemen and ladies, this is a show where we get together to discuss things that are important. People want to listen to your thoughts, and that's why we're all here today. Avoid personal attacks. That's the only thing I'll say. But it's been an interesting debate today. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us. We'll see what happens next in the Aam Aadmi Party. Will Aam Aadmi Party use this crisis and turn it into an opportunity and grow from a one-man show to a party with a structure? We don't know. What is going to happen next remains to be seen. But interesting days ahead of Punjab Assembly elections as well. Thank you all for joining us.